Hi, my name is Daniel Plim, and today I'm going to talk to you about capturing audio on a flash recorder when shooting video on your Canon 5D Mark II for ENG shooting situations. These are the key pieces of equipment that I use to build my ENG setup for covering red carpet celebrity interviews. The content that I produce gets streamed online as well as internationally to French outlet TVs for media distribution. Alright, so I'm ready to get started recording some audio. The first thing I do is turn the recorder on. Wait for it to power up. This takes just a few seconds. First I want to check to make sure I'm ready to record from the correct inputs. The red number 1 and number 2 buttons tell me I'm ready to record from the number 1 and number 2 XLR mono inputs on the bottom of the recorder. If I were to push the mic button, that would turn on the stereo mic at the top. But in this case, I'm set to go, so I'll go ahead and plug in the XLR cable from the audio receiver into the number 1 mono input on the bottom of the recorder, power up the receiver, then I turn on my mic, do a quick mic check to make sure I'm getting levels from the microphone to the receiver, and I can see that I am. Then I want to verify I'm getting levels from the receiver to the recorder, and as you can see, I'm getting levels on both displays. To start recording an audio file, I push the record button. The light stays steady red. The timer runs. It's recording audio. When I'm finished recording that audio, I push stop on the recorder. This creates a separate file. When I'm ready to start recording a new file, again, I do a quick mic check, monitor, hit the record button, record my next interview, stop it when I'm finished, and I repeat that process over and over again for every red carpet interview I do. Once I've transcoded all of my clips into Final Cut Pro, the next thing I need to do is import the audio clips from the SD card off of the flash recorder. So the key component in making this whole operation with separate audio in the 5D Mark II extremely easy is Singular Software's Pluralize. Pluralize is a companion application for Final Cut Pro. First thing you need to do is create a sequence named Pluralize. Add the clips to the Pluralize sequence, and then start Pluralize. The idea behind Pluralize is that it listens to the audio that has been captured with the video and then lines all of the video clips up in sync in a new Final Cut Pro timeline. In the Pluralize dialog box, press the sync button. After just a few seconds, Pluralize begins the process of analyzing the audio waveforms from the original footage with the separate audio clips, moves them around as needed, and matches them up to the timeline to create new sequences with all of the clips synced up. In fact, Pluralize can sync every segment within a sequence, whether they are a single, uninterrupted track or broken up with starts and stops. There is no need to reslate the camera when it starts as long as it can still hear the shared audio of the event. Any unsyncable clips are placed in their own separate sequence. In this case, it has all my B-roll ready to go, which is an added side benefit.
One hoe, two pimps. Yes, I'm number 1 pimp, but then there's number 2, tall, red-headed pimp, and we're competing. One hoe, 2 pimps. Yes, I'm number 1 pimp, but then there's number 2, tall, red-headed pimp, and we're competing.
So again, this is what's working for me right now. But just like everybody else, I'm trying to keep up with companies embracing the use of DSLRs. So it's very important to stay flexible and be keen to new ideas and gear.